Ghost in the Shell shatters the logo record with 1 minute and 15 seconds of logos. When I saw Rupert Sanders was a part of this film, I was surprised, since by taking this job, there was no way of cheating on his wife with Kristen Stewart. Movie should just go ahead and give a paper I wrote in college, "We're all doomed, computers are going to cut our asses," a writing credit. Maybe it will also receive an F from my human replacements professor for being a remake of another paper somebody wrote 22 years prior. I understand that we have to see what's going on, but why would they have this random window that looks into the contents of the life water? If it's like a sea otters in the zoo exhibit, shouldn't there be more people here to see it? Whitewashing. Wait, she still shows the seams on her face, but she's got fully formed and trimmed fingernails? Apparently the synthetic body doesn't need to look realistic because this movie is aiming for a PG-13 rating. To officially become a sentient human, you must ingest a massive dose of LSD.
A machine can't lead, it can only follow orders. But as a human mind, in a cybernetic frame, Mira can do all those things and more.
Something that's never been explored before in movies like The Terminator, the Matrix Trilogy, or Ex Machina, or AI, or RoboCop, or...
She's a weapon, and the future of my company.
Evil rich corporate asshole wants to turn Cyborg into a weapon so he can get even richer and eviler cliche. Movie imagines a future where holograms litter the city landscape with advertisements. I'm fairly certain holograms are not the fucking future, but man, do movies ever think they are? Anyway, feel free to laugh at us from the year 2286. Also, the scenery in this movie is amazing, I'll give it that. But the only advertisements in this city are for cybernetic enhancements and shit. I mean, doesn't anyone need to be reminded to drink a Coke anymore? Considering the hyper-reliance on visuals, I'm starting to think this movie could have been dialogue-free and made the exact same amount of money.
There's an echo box up here. Someone's scanning data traffic. Let's see who's worth this kind of surveillance.
Don't you know? Isn't that why you're here? What brought you to the hotel in the first place if you're just now realizing there's an echo box and you don't know who it is being surveilled?
Accessing hotel security network.
Why would the security network give her this type of view? It would either be security cameras or a bunch of passcodes and stuff, not a look into the Matrix. Damn dude, couldn't you have just started with that instead of having Major scan the entire hotel? The zoom technology has gotten pretty amazing in the future, but the enhance has a ways to go.
Gentlemen, excuse me, I think you have the wrong...
There's a highly sensitive meeting going on between Dr. Osmond and the president of the African Federation, and they left 2 rent-a-cops outside to take care of anyone who steps off the elevator. And it appears there were almost 0 other security measures taken for this meeting.
2 minutes out, Major.
Discount Tropic Thunder Jack Black. Yeah! This cyborg feels the need to announce its presence before hacking into this guy. Major's hair was flying freely, so it wasn't a part of the camouflage armor. But why does it camouflage with the rest of the suit? Major started her death fall over 30 movie seconds ago, and the building's not that tall. But I guess she hovers outside until after the thugs come in, shoot up the place, get the order, then suck Guy of Gisborne's brain out before she opens fire on these assholes. God damn it, how the did she create enough force to break into the window? Even as she was falling straight down. Is this Iron Man's suit? If you were going to remake this why not use the beginning from the original movie, which was much better?
Collaborate with Henko Robotics and be destroyed.
So, no further questions then, Major?
You're injured.
That's right, if you voluntarily leap off a skyscraper to do a physics-defying window entry, you can escape with only a convenient flesh wound. Major is a dick to reinforcements. Why are there so many goddamn 3D hologram fish around here? Is it an advertisement for fish? Do fish even need advertising?
So what do we have on Osmond?
He was the head of Hanko's robotics division.
And to demonstrate his status, I will only show you his head.
Following last night's attack, 3 more Hanka scientists were murdered.
Even though we saw the president of Hanka get attacked and the geisha bot said, collaborate with Hanka Robotics and be destroyed, we didn't feel the need to warn anybody from the company that their lives might be in danger.
All showed signs of cerebral hacking.
Even though everyone walks right through these holograms, Togasaw can literally grab one and pull his fucking collar down.
I had to, or more would have died.
Did anyone survive that attack? And even if they did, the attackers had plenty of time to kill all those fools before Major showed up.
I will find him, and I will kill him. It's what I am built for, isn't it?
My programmer Liam Neeson said so.
Hey, girls!
Hey!
You know, this is what the original Ghost in the Shell was missing. More shots of Bateau feeding stray dogs instead of hunting the criminal they just vowed to kill.
You have damaged internal systems.
Maybe next time you can design me better.
Also, maybe next time you could design me a little more culturally appropriate.
See everything. All of your thoughts, your decisions.
I guess privacy is just for humans.
God damn it, this movie's dialogue is worse than a freshman philosophy term written after 4 gravity bong hits. Well, while you guys conduct this super fucking dangerous experimental data finding mission, I'll be over here in Flavor Country. Ghost in the Cell.
Get her out now!
I know where he is.
That's all you needed to do? Just pull the fucking plug? did this movie even watch the first movie? Also, after we found out the data that ran through this geisha bot was deleted as soon as it transmitted, and after the bad guy took pains to lay a trap inside its memory, Major thinks Kuzei's location is going to be that easy. It's like this movie put Blade Runner, The Fifth Element, and Attack of the Clones in a blender, added Pop Rocks and Diet Coke, smashed it with a baseball bat, then f***ed it. You know, for a story that's supposedly set in Japan, there's very little Japanning happening.
There's a lot of heat in here for a nightclub.
It's the Yakuza Club. What did you expect?
Bato would be amazing at CinemaSins. I hope this guy didn't pay PPV prices for this fight. It looks like Pit Fighter if you ran it on the analytical engine. This guy laughs at Major from punching distance. Also, f*** this entire action scene, cutting not only the action up, but cutting between two different locations. Pole fighting. Also, I know Major is fast and all, but if this dude can't shoot her at this distance, he deserves to spend his remaining years as a stormtrooper commander.
We synaptic scanned you. Everything you witnessed went to Section 9.
Yeah, but the only human part of Major is her brain, right? So why can't everyone be synaptically scanned to ensure the accuracy of eyewitness data? Apparently, it's perfectly okay to walk into a surgery room where tissue and bone and muscle are being rebuilt, even without protective equipment.
You are not authorized to deep dive the geisha.
Oh, yes, I was. I paid the $100.
You're what everyone will become one day.
You don't know how alone that makes me feel.
Seriously, the original animated version of this movie went through several minutes-long stretches with no dialogue and random city shots, but it was much less boring than watching this f***ing slog.
Is Section 9 missing some critical operational resource?
English in, Japanese out, and vice versa. Shouldn't Cutter speak Japanese if he can understand it? Or are both men being assholes by speaking different languages to each other?
You human?
That's racist.
Can you take that off so I can see your face?
Boy, we've really abandoned the we gotta find Kuzei immediately train for this part of the movie, eh?
What does that feel like?
It feels different.
Such poetry. By the way, I can't wait until this movie gets a prostitute to describe the color red later. The actress asked the director, "What's my character's motivation?" And he replied, "To smoke as many cigarettes as possible."
It's a list of everyone who worked on a project called 2571.
Why didn't Kuzei kill all the scientists on the same night? He went through the trouble of killing 4 scientists in one night, but decided the others could be saved for later.
Is there anyone else on the list?
Fuck me, man. The goddamn thing isn't finished showing all the people yet. But yes, of course there is. It's the one character we care about. So Kuzei is basically God, I guess. If he can control the minds of 2 trash truck guys and have them accelerate to the exact moment Dr. Roulet drives by, then I don't know how he hasn't won yet. Why is he walking out into the water? This accomplishes nothing except for a cool fight location. What a weird movie this is. It contains exact scenes from the original, but the story is different. The change in the story really affects this scene in particular, since they don't even bother to develop this guy's character. Movie leaves out the part where Major actually tracks this asshole, figures out a way to get in front of him, has time to get her suit working, and has the foresight to put on the camouflage underwear this morning, just in case she'd get into a fight with a trash man. She hardly ever wears that in this movie. Also, why does she even need the camouflage? She's shown to be capable against people with guns, so this is just a waste of camouflaging power. Anyway, the scene. Now that I've kicked your ass a little bit, I will now reveal myself for no reason.
I'll keep disconnect.
But she's standing right there. They're clearly able to hear the dude, so why couldn't Major conduct the interview on the outside of the cell? Goddamn, this movie is way more interested in showing off unnecessary tech than it is actually telling a story.
What's the difference, huh? Fantasy, reality, dreams, memories.
Ghost in the Shell remake briefly becomes a remake of the Total Recall remake.
He's in there.
This cube is secure. He can't be, Major.
Lie detector. He must have hacked in that way.
Are you telling me the lie detector is f***ing connected to the internet in this world? Why would you ever have the lie detector go over a network?
Don't go in there.
Nobody on the team follows up on the whole don't go inside a secure cell with the incredibly dangerous hacker avatar threat. Also, can't you just hologram in there again?
We got him.
These assholes continue to think things will be that easy, despite everything that's happened in this movie.
Let's go.
Yeah, f*** it. I was done with that guy anyway. Also, Section 9 breaks the first rule of holding prisoners. Don't put a noose around a prisoner when you're interrogating him.
I know why we couldn't find him. He's using human minds to create a network of his own.
Cool! But tell me, why did he decide in this instance to use a cocaine den? Also, the sense does this make? Even if he's using human minds to network with each other, they eventually have to network into the actual network, considering Kuzei's able to access random like the lie detector back at the interrogation room. Strange, streaky strobe struggle strenuously strives to be stressful.
Tell me who you are. What are you doing to me? What do you want from me? What are you talking about?
I don't know about you, but I think we've got ScarJo's Oscar sizzle reel right here. Eat your heart out, Meryl.
I became fascinated with you.
Reading your code while you were inside that geisha.
It made everything in my plan become clear, in addition to giving me gigabytes of stroke material.
You were born lessons took from my failure.
Man, when you think about the motivations of the villain here, and how they mirror the search for Major's true self, you really start to meditate on the meaning of...
What a beauty you are.
This is the third time this movie has pointed out the obvious, that Scarlett Johansson is really, really pretty.
They thought that we would be a part of their evolution, but they have created us to evolve alone beyond them.
Evolution, that's what you call killing everyone who made you.
At what point did Kuze say anything close to what would inspire that question?
More will die until they tell me what they took.
Considering that you have almost unlimited access to everything, I don't know why you don't know this yet.
What is that? What is that?
A cheap excuse for some bonding between two synthetic characters in the shape of a cheap tattoo, I'd say.
I can't remember, but I am haunted by it.
I'm guessing Michael Pitt described his accent in this movie as cyber. Major is swimming in this scene, much like she does in the original. Only the original brings up how dangerous it is for cybernetic humans to go deep in the water like this, because, you know, they're made of heavy machinery. But this movie doesn't mention it once, since this scene's compressed so much it feels like it's in GIF format. I guess Major uses the same longitude and latitude when she goes diving, because Euron Greyjoy is in the exact place she surfaces. This is an important scene, I think. I don't know. Anyway, all I can focus on is the hologram in the background that is constantly running in place. What the product is being sold here? If it's anything except a treadmill, I will be disappointed.
I need you to take me back. There's more I need to find out.
Why does Major need Bato to take her back? She made it all the way out here on her own, and she didn't even know he was coming. Also, not that I mind, but why is Major stripping off the wetsuit here? She definitely didn't bring any dry clothes with her when she came up from the water.
What have you told her?
This is a futuristic phone call? Damn, you'd think that with all the technology, they could make it sound better than Skyping over ISDN.
She's no longer a viable asset. You should be the one to do it.
Movie steals the "you should be the one to do it" moment from iRobot. The guards, who know damn well what kind of threat Major is, don't bother with any kind of weapons and figure they can take her down with their puny human arms. The guards, much like a John Wick movie, appear out of nowhere, one by one, so that Major can fight them with maximum coolness. What were the circumstances by which this dude was able to catch up on foot to Major on a motorcycle? Feels like when shooting this scene, they started with the motorcycle in park, accelerated to 5 miles an hour, and told the dude to start running after it. No, it'll look great when we edit it.
I'll take that under advisement.
Is there some sort of hologram compatibility in this office? I have all the same questions I did when I watched Resident Evil Extinction. How does she go from room 1804 to room 1912 on the same floor, and almost next door to each other?
That's a room.
This woman doesn't recognize her own daughter, which means Hanka changed Major's appearance to look more American, which is what evil corporations do when they want to make more money when they make movies. I mean, cybernetic humans.
My daughter died a year ago.
Motoko's Japanese mom is speaking English here, even though we're in Japan and Major clearly understands Japanese, considering that's the only language her boss speaks. Since you aren't already on mind comms, I don't know how you'll get this message, but f*** it. Aramaki can shoot and kill 2 guards with all this protective gear, barely looking, while holding a briefcase in front of him. But the 2 guards, who have all the advantages, can't even hit him in the legs. That's right, walk up slowly to the guy you've been ordered to kill. You don't need to take an open shot or anything. Damn it, this movie is turning into every generic f***ing action movie ever. There's a convenient mirror in this restaurant, just in case people are stealing salt and pepper shakers. The owner wants to keep tabs on that. It may be well into the future, but I see product placement hasn't changed a bit. What the f*** is this place? Is this where Hanka employees take their smoke breaks? Damn, that is one efficiently expositional memory that kind of ends before anything happens.
Your name was Hideo.
Otoko, that was your name.
You gotta love how this movie explains how these characters are white, like it's not something the movie itself engineered. It's the evil fictional corporation, guys, not us. Don't blame the studio, that would just be silly. Also, how does she know he was Hideo? All she did was look at these etchings in the wall, and suddenly she knows what his real name is? I was thinking maybe it's because of this.
This is your past, your real past.
But all Dr. Ule gave her was a key to her old apartment, so she could track down her mom. She didn't give her, like, downloadable memories or anything. And how does he know her real name? Don't they look different than they did before this happened? Cutter bombs the shit out of this place, but then when it comes to actually killing Major and Kuze, he takes control of the spider tank, which shoots bullets poorly, probably because of his reliance on this hologram. Sure, shoot regular-ass bullets at an armored tank. What could go wrong? Major pulls some major bullshit Legolas here, running up these falling slabs like physics no longer exists. Oh, I know, I'll use something better than bullets this time. For pretty much no reason at all, Cutter waits to kill Kuze, because apparently he knows he's in a movie and needs to milk the drama. Even though these bullets have 0 chance of destroying the tank at all, and Cutter is controlling this thing remotely, he decides to go after Major right now, instead of just killing Kuze now and then going after her.
Target acquired.
Where was this missile 90 seconds ago?
Target eliminated.
And I base that on absolutely nothing.
You came close. You freak.
More stalling bullshit. When they named this dude Cutter, it definitely didn't reflect his time management. The problem with this is, this movie has never shown Major to have incredible strength. In the 1995 movie, there were reminders everywhere of how lethal she was. This movie, not one scene informs us of this kind of strength. It comes out of nowhere. Also, man, that has to be the most PG-13iest way to rip an arm off I've ever seen.
Come with me. There is no place for us here.
No.
Your proposal would require a scene from the 1995 original that is way too weird for American audiences to take.
Target is in view.
What are you waiting for? Do it!
Okay, this is where the villain became a true villain in my mind. He's yelling at other people because they're waiting to kill the target. But when he dicks around twice with the same target, that's totally okay in his book. Saito Ex Machina.
Tell him this is justice. It's what I was built for. My name is Major, and I give my consent.
If this consent protocol actually meant anything at all, this might have been pretty badass. But it never did. It just feels like pandering to the 5 people who like this.
You don't have to come here anymore.
Because I'm kind of your actual daughter, but not really. And I'm totally not pretending to be with my haircut and subtle makeup choices.
My mind is human.
Motherfucker, you're gonna wait till the very end of this movie to add some bullshit narration? Jesus, this fucking movie was dumbed down.
We cling to memories as if they define us, but what we do defines us.
Thanks, Batman. All of Major's operations apparently require the backwards falling off of a building to get the job done.
Whoop-de-doo! What does it all mean, Basil?
We're on a boat, a refugee boat.
Take a good hard look at the motherfucking boat.
I will find him, and I will kill him.
Good luck.
You kill innocent people.
Innocent, is that what you call them?
Only in a world this shitty could you even try to say these were innocent people and keep a straight face.
'Tis but a scratch. A scratch? Your arm's off. No, it isn't. Well, what's that then? I've heard worse.
Spoon, cousin.
Because it's dull, you twit. It'll hurt more.
Was that your first kiss since 1945?
Not bad, huh?
This is a child at prayer. Pathetic. You lie and kill.
Who are you?
Who am I? Who are you?